There's a specific kind of panic that comes with silence. You know the one. When the noise stops. When the distractions end. When you're finally alone with yourself and suddenly your chest tightens. Your thoughts get loud. You reach for your phone, turn on the TV, call a friend, do anything to fill the space. Because silence feels like loneliness. And loneliness feels like proof that something is wrong with you. I used to fear silence like some people fear the dark. I couldn't sit in a quiet room without feeling like I was drowning. My mind would spiral. I'd think about everything I was failing at, everyone who wasn't texting me back, all the ways my life wasn't measuring up. The silence became a mirror, and I didn't like what I saw. So I ran from it. I filled every moment. Music, podcasts, background TV, plans every weekend. Texting people I didn't even want to talk to just to feel connected. I confused noise with living. I confused constant company with being loved. But here's what I didn't understand then. I wasn't afraid of being alone. I was afraid of being with myself. The shift didn't happen overnight. It started small. One evening, my plans fell through. Everyone was busy. And instead of panicking, instead of frantically making backup plans, I just sat there. In my apartment. In the quiet. And at first, yes, the old feelings came. The restlessness. The urge to fill the space. But I didn't. I just sat with it. And something unexpected happened. The panic softened. The silence stopped screaming at me. It just existed. And so did I. That was the beginning. The day I realized silence doesn't have to mean loneliness. It can mean peace. It can mean presence. It can mean coming home to yourself instead of running away. Now, I need you to understand something. Solitude and loneliness are not the same thing. Loneliness is a feeling of disconnection. It's the ache for something you're missing. You can feel lonely in a crowded room. You can feel lonely next to someone in bed. But solitude? Solitude is a choice. It's intentional aloneness. It's being with yourself and not against yourself. It's silence that feels like rest, not punishment. The difference is everything. When you're lonely, silence amplifies your lack. You think about who's not calling, who's not thinking of you, all the spaces in your life that feel empty. Silence becomes evidence of your unworthiness. But when you found solitude, silence amplifies your presence. You notice your own breath, your own thoughts, the way light moves across the room. You're not waiting for something to fill you. You're already full. Here's how I learned the difference. I started doing something radical. I stopped treating being alone like a problem that needed solving. When I had a free evening, I stopped automatically making plans. When I woke up on a Saturday with nothing scheduled, I stopped feeling like I was wasting time. When I sat in my car before going inside, I stopped scrolling my phone. I just sat, in the silence, with myself. And slowly, something shifted. I started noticing things. The quality of morning light. The taste of my coffee when I wasn't distracted. The sound of rain without a podcast talking over it. My own thoughts when I gave them space to breathe. I started having conversations with myself. Not the mean ones. Not the critical voice that used to fill the silence with judgment. But real conversations. Checking in. Asking myself what I needed. What I wanted. How I was really feeling beneath all the noise. And here's what happened. I started liking my own company. Not in a narcissistic way, but in a genuine way. I became someone I didn't need to run from. Someone I actually wanted to spend time with. The anxiety that used to come with silence? It faded, because I wasn't afraid of what I'd find there anymore. I knew who I was, and I was okay with her. The good parts and the messy parts. The healed parts and the parts still healing. Now, this doesn't mean I became antisocial. It doesn't mean I stopped valuing connection or friendship or love. It means I stopped using those things to avoid myself. I stopped needing constant company to feel whole. I stopped equating my worth with how busy my social calendar was. And paradoxically, this made my relationships better. Because I wasn't clinging to people out of fear. I wasn't filling my life with shallow connections just to avoid being alone. I was choosing people intentionally and showing up for them from a place of fullness, not desperation. When you're comfortable in silence, you stop tolerating things that disturb your peace just to avoid being alone. You stop accepting mediocre company because it's better than no company. You stop saying yes to things you don't want to do just to fill the time. You become selective, intentional, protective of your solitude because you know it's not loneliness. It's sanctuary. I want you to try something. Tonight or tomorrow or whenever you can, give yourself 30 minutes of intentional silence. No phone, no TV, no music, no distractions. Just you. Maybe make tea. Maybe sit by a window. Maybe just breathe. And notice what comes up. The discomfort will probably be there first. The urge to reach for something. The feeling that you should be doing something productive. Let it be there. Don't fight it. Just notice it. And then notice what comes after. When the noise in your head settles. When your nervous system realizes you're safe. When you stop performing and just exist. That's where you meet yourself. The real you. Not the version you show the world. Not the version you think you should be. Just you. In all your imperfect, quiet, ordinary humanity. And here's the beautiful part. Once you find that version of yourself in the silence, you're never truly alone again. Because you have you. And that's enough. The silence stops feeling lonely when you realize it's full. Full of you. Your presence. Your breath. Your being. You don't need to fill it with noise to prove you exist. You exist in the quiet just as much as you exist in the chaos, maybe more so. Because in the silence, you can actually hear yourself. And that's when you remember. You're not something that needs to be fixed or filled or constantly entertained. You're whole, right here, right now, in the beautiful, terrifying, peaceful silence. So let it hold you. Let it be enough. Let yourself be enough. Thanks for being here. If this landed for you, share it. And tell me, when did you first feel comfortable in your own silence? I'd love to hear your story. Subscribe to The Unhurried Woman if you want more reminders to slow down and come home to yourself.